So I have been practicing with new terrain. It's kind of hard, but I'm all I do is practice. That's really it. As y'all can see, it looks very elevated. It looks very good. You know, I think the trick is to make it higher in the air, so you get that elevation just right. But what I'm about to do is, like, I did get this from, I think her name is Starry. She makes maps too. Trying to get this on the right grid. Hey, I would love to make a map with anybody. It don't even matter. I actually in the Discord server too with them. I'm in there with Fight Night, Battle Royale too. I have never published my own though. Never. I always wanted to be perfect. I never did one and published it because it never got it to be that perfect. But now, since people have started to get more into it, I could get better recommendations and better help at doing terrain. Because I don't want to do like 1.0 terrain, but hey, the only way to do it to make it look good is to do like this type of terrain. You see how smooth and good it looks. Yeah, it doesn't look that good because I didn't do it properly, but you got the little water thing right here. It's not supposed to be that sharp, but you know what I'm saying. And then this is very elevated. Like this looks like how it looks on the map. One thing I didn't do was add no like trees or nothing. That's why it looks so plain right now. I'll add like a few of these trees so y'all can see. So the only reason why I have not used this terrain yet in the map, because I can, it's just when I make POIs, I make them too big. And I need to start not doing that, because every time I make a POI, it's like really big. It takes up so much memory. And it takes away from the actual looks of the map. And I don't want to keep on doing that because that's the only reason why I like making barrier maps is to make something better in Fortnite. And you can't really do that in 1.0, but now since there's like better terrain styles, I could probably actually do something that's, on their level and not being them, but, getting on their level. Alright, that looks a little bit better. No, it does look better, but I'm not going to use this terrain for a map. This is just a tutorial, not a tutorial, but me trying to get better at this type of terrain style. So in the future, I could definitely use it. Now, once I get good doing this, I will start making a map, obviously. Once I get good at it. It's going to be very easy for me to learn it. Now, it's always good to be confident about what you could do. Because I always thought that I needed to be so perfect at doing these maps, but so many people are not really good at it. I'm not trying to throw shade, but some people are not really good at it. And they still have confidence, so I'm just going to make something and hopefully it gets attention, I'll make sure I make it right. not just throwing something together to get attention. I'm really make something that that's cool. And once I do get 2.0, then I could improve that same map, or I could just like do something different. Now that does not look bad though. The only difficult part is really the rivers. The rivers are a difficult part. The terrain itself is the easiest part ever. It's just like the rivers I gotta get better at doing. Once I do that, it's gonna be a breeze. Like, look at this. It's so like easy to just throw it down, but it's not easy to get it down there. And then you gotta make sure it's actually like not playable, but you gotta make sure it actually looks good. And you gotta make sure the memory is not like going crazy, because I did have memory problems. That's why on 2.0, so you could do the little trick so you don't have the memory problems anymore. It's kind of hard to get 2.0 because, you know, not really making money off of YouTube yet. But, you know, I can't really rush the process. You gotta still do what you gotta do. So I think the idea of this terrain is just to put a bunch of trees in a group. Once you put them in a group, it'll be like it's full, but it's not full. Like, I want every biome to be full of trees, but that's just not how you could do with this biome. You can't do it with this type of terrain. Because with modular terrain, you could just add so many trees to do everything you want. So that's probably why I'm going to do like a mini battle royale, like literally. Before I want to do a full scale where it's like this whole box for real. But now I'm about to probably like lower it by a lot. But that's fine because that's what you're going to do to, you know, do what you gotta do. Get some of these trees down here. Dot, 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 dot. And then I also got a better trick at making it look like the other biome is getting snowed on too. Well, it's not really a trick. It's just something that I do in my maps. I take one of these, or yeah, just one of these snow piles. And what you want to do is you just want to go over to like grass biome, but you gotta make sure they're connecting. And this is not really like connecting. Like, let me just like show y'all real quick. Well, you get what I'm saying. Like, imagine if, you know, these were connecting to each other, and this one was to just be getting snowed on. And you could see that by how much is, you know, on the ground. You can also use this for just something like a hill or just a little hill, stuff like that. It does make the snow look a little bit more weird, but hey. See, this don't look bad. And then you could throw your rocks down here and all that. Like, you could do whatever you want. Like, get your rocks, throw them up in here like that. I'm not really good at placing nature in the right spots either. That's what I gotta get better at too. Like, sometimes I'll place a tree and it's like right in the way of something something else on the place, but that tree looks good in that area. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But with this terrain, you only need to use one piece for the snow biome, and I've just been using the same piece the whole time, and I made all this with one piece. That's why it's so good. You know, and then that's how it should look. Something like this. Go add more of these rocks. Now, I'm not really like detailing this a lot because it is just like for practice. Because I already practiced before I started stream, so I'm gonna practice over here now. And I didn't do the grass biome right. I didn't do it like how you supposed to do it. But that snow biome looks pretty good though. Alright, so over here is where I'm actually gonna do the stuff. Scream and shout and let it all out. I'm gonna scream and shout and let it out. Gonna scream and shout and let it all out. Yeah, the river part is the most annoying part. Like making the rivers, I think you gotta make it really tiny because I think when I sized it all up like that, it didn't do it right. I didn't do it right. I think what you really supposed to do is you gotta make the back part like this, a lot more up like that. Like I be doing the turning right is just because sometimes I be rushing. You see how I rush a lot. I really do like to rush. I gotta start taking my time and perfecting things. But it just comes with patience. Something like that, and then like on the opposite side of this, I'm gonna put the same exact thing, but make it like, obviously on the other side. See what this thing is? When you do it certain ways, it does that clipping thing that I hate. It does that thing where it like does this. But the only good thing about that is the water's gonna be covering up and you can also place rocks down there. That's the only reason why I'm not complaining about it, but I want it to look perfect no matter what. Like I remember the first video I ever watched. I was like, whoa. And it wasn't even like, it was like a really good battle royale map too. It wasn't like no trashy map. It was like really good. I forgot who it was from, but hey, people now have been doing their thing. Alright, I know there's holes in this blah blah blah. That's the whole point why we got indestructible rocks. So you just want to take one of these rocks that you know is going to kind of blend into it a little bit. I'm going to take this random rock and you just size it up so it look like it's a part of the ground a little bit. See, this is what you probably want to do though, because the way you make the rivers is like really hard. You gotta like really make sure you do it right. Alright, that's good. And then you could like add this random dirt looking piece down here too. I mean, it's basically like a little, like pebbles. So you can add that if it's doing that same thing. Then we're gonna grab our water. Where'd I place the water? Well, I'm just gonna grab another water device. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is make the terrain first. So I do want to make the grass terrain first. So it's not these grass pieces, it's the other grass pieces. So let me go ahead and get these. Um, yes, these. So the idea is to use this piece right here, I think. And it's just to like come over like this and do something like that. So when you do this, it looks very like it looks very good this way. Okay, let me get that water device now. Alright. So now you see what I'm saying? Now you're not gonna be able to see that clipping looking ugly stuff right there. And if you really want to, you could like make it look like this like part of every part of the river too. So it won't just look like tacky or whatever. So you come over like this and just do something like that. But I wanted to like keep that mountainous flow throughout the whole little thing. So what I'm gonna do is with mine is I'm gonna bring it a little bit higher than usual and bring it lower in some other areas so it'll have like that mountainous uh, leveling type of look. But I'm already addicted to soul leveling and I haven't even watched it yet game. So I think for the grass biome you're not supposed to use like this type of river piece, but I'm just using it for right now because I don't got nothing else. I forgot what the other piece is. I think it's in one of these biomes. I don't know, it's not in that. It's in one of these. What is it? This one? Yeah, it's this one. So you're supposed to use this one instead because it's lighter. So I'm actually like probably replace this real quick. Just so it'll look a little bit lighter and better. I'm gonna probably stretch out the river a little bit more. I'm overthinking I'm making a video where I can just cut it. I mean, in some rivers, in some of the grass river biomes, it's like darker. But I think that's for like when you get to the snow area. Yeah, the snow area is like more darker. So I'm gonna actually like delete this too, and just like move it back a little bit because it's like really close. But I'm just gonna use yeah. I like placing this off grid for some reason. It's like easier. So like if you look at the chapter 6 terrain, is similar to this, very similar. Well, it is a chapter 6 terrain, obviously, but I'm just saying the river part is like the hardest part. So like if y'all see me messing up, then y'all know why. But I definitely do recommend this terrain because yeah, it takes up a lot of memory, but when you actually do it the right way, it's a big result. It's a very big result. So now that we basically got all our terrain laid out, like so, well, not all of it, obviously, but you know that looks pretty good, if I do say so. And then on these edges right here, you can also just like use this piece and come in here like this, and then just put it right there. But you don't want that to be clipping through, so you want to like just put it back a little bit like that. Or you can size it down and then do it, but I don't really recommend that because, yeah. And this piece is very helpful too. So, let me turn this stuff up. So what I kind of want to make here is like this type of slope up thing. You know, I'm gonna size it up so it'll be easier for me to just like do something like that. And then you can mix in like this piece like that. So what I'm actually gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna go into the person that I got, the inspiration from, and I'm just gonna look at her terrain, look at how she does it, so I can get some more inspiration, so I can actually know what to do. Map code is 50971212903. Wait. Oh, is this? Wait, is this? I don't think they released a map yet. Uh, no, it's not this. Wait, is it that? Bro, that's what they said the map code was, but I don't know. Let me see real quick, chat. Hold on. Give me a quick second. King and
our platform is still here. So you clicked on this video for the title, right? No. What Fortnite creates kind of terrain after 5 snow terrain pieces. This will be our deep. What a diva! Stop me. The Amazon box.
just released it. Actually, they released that 9 hours ago.
Are you ready to cash
I think it is this. Sugar on my tongue. Your body is so sweet, sweet. Yeah, I think this is a Halloween update. I think this is what this is. I don't really know, but we'll see. Pretty sure this is the map because it's the same name, but I don't know. Your body is so sweet, sweet, sweet. No. Like what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna make sure. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is make a small map, and then I'm gonna make the map I've been wanting to make for like the past month, and that's Nasteria. Uh, yes, I just released a name, but it's called Nasteria, and oh yeah, it's definitely a Halloween update. I have not played this before, but it's definitely a Halloween update. Oh, this is pretty cool, and it's not that long. You could get orange, you could get them to the shop. That's still being built. Okay, this is cool. Got some good terrain here. You can see the terrain from the thing. Okay, that's definitely holiness. Like, you can see how good the terrain is from here. How do they do that? Nah, how do they do that though? I'm trying to figure out how they did that little cutscene just now. That's cool. Oh, see, you can see the terrain. See, this is the terrain I'm talking about. I don't know how she got it to look like that though. The nice water. I'm glazing right now. I know I'm glazing. But it's just some really good terrain. No glaze. Oh, shoot. Alright, this first July. Okay. Chapter 5 vibes. Definitely Chapter 5 vibes. Watch Chapter 5 vibes. Okay, and the chest breaks. Like that. I want to see the loophole. What's the loophole? Okay, yeah, it's definitely Chapter 5. Esque. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 7 pillars. Okay, this is like a reload map. And you can see how perfectly they've done like the terrain. Like, look at the rivers. They've done the rivers so perfectly. And just like right here, like, look at it. I think this is modular. Yeah, this is modular terrain, but some of it's not. You see how good this looks. Very good terrain. I think. Okay, these pillars are not that close, but they're close. Well, these two are. Well, these three are. And the storm is kind of like very, like, fast, I think. Okay, that's cool. See, I was gonna make my whole map out of modular, but now seeing it, I think they did modular mixed with that terrain, and that's what I was gonna do for my map. So, yeah, see, there is some issues with doing this terrain. So there is a lot of issues with doing it, but it's very cool. Like, the scale of these mountains are very good. Like, the scales are very good. It's just very open. Like, all you gotta do, I think once you finish the map itself, you gotta make sure you have pillars like in your head. That's not that much memory. See, the scale of that mountain is really good. Very, very good. Okay. And see, they mixed in the other mountains with it too. I always say this, but you could also, like, you could always do better than other people. I'm not saying the map is bad. It's a really good map. Like, the terrain is very good. It's just people, like, and this was made by a girl, by the way, I'm pretty sure. So, props to her. She did her big one. It's a pretty good map. I would like to collab with people. Yeah, see, this is very, very scale-like. This is just like Fortnite, where it has so much scale to it. The only thing that's bad about it is the POIs, I would say. Like, because I got to prove on my POIs too, so I can't really be talking. But there is improvement for a lot of people. especially the PLIs. It's hard to get a PLI to be good on just good terrain. That PLI's down there pretty good. Got like these little platforms. Yeah, so the map is just like showing the more terrain type more than like what PLI there is to offer. You feel what I'm saying? But you can see how good it looks. I think the actual terrain I'm looking for is over here though. In the snow. So I'm gonna play it one more time and I'm gonna see if I can get down here and I'm just trying to get down here so I can see this terrain. Yeah, this right here gives me chapter 4 vibes because it had like the snow all around the grass. Yeah, so it's like only one PLI right here. So this whole snow biome has like no things over there though. We got Spooky Springs, Caps, Pier Plaza, uh, Aurora, Abbeys, covering caverns. I mean, with this terrain, it does take up a lot of memory though, so I do understand that. I do understand that it takes up a lot. Oh, so I think with this map, it's very fast-paced. Like, it's very, very fast-paced. That's really why it's, the storm is right here. But I want to go on storm for y'all so I can see. Okay, we got like a little Japanese area. This is definitely heavily based off of Chapter 6, I must say. Heavily based. I'm giving my own opinions. Like, what y'all like is what y'all like. You know, I think the map is nice. Now, I'm going to give my opinion on what they could improve on, and that's probably more nature. Because it does feel empty. I know it's grasslands, but it should only be a few areas. But it is still good. It's still really good. And probably better PLI, like stuff. I'm not good at PLIs myself, but you know, I am like not really going for like a city esque. So cities are harder for me to make than just like castles or something. I'm going for like a castle main for my map. So it's very hard to do something like this. But lucky them, they pulled it off. So Zone Wars is definitely a Zone Wars map for sure. So you can't really like see all the map. That's the bad thing. But I guess that's good, so it'll be like balanced or whatnot. So you won't just because of Fortnite being like such a big map, more people play Reload than actual Battle Royale, and that's what suck about it. Because Reload is actually a good game mode over Battle Royale. Battle Royale is kind of sucky. Yeah, she ain't gonna lie, you really over it. Alright, so I'm gonna show y'all what I got now so far. Snow biome, not too bad. You know, I could work on my nature too in Gala. Now, this is the first grass biome I did. Trash. Absolutely trash. I'm gonna really say that my stuff is trash. Um, this is way better than the other one. I'm saying that because of how smooth this is. And I really do like how I did these little things right here. You see how they like hook up like this? I like that. But the only thing I don't like about this terrain is it's not like modular. Let me show y'all what I did with modular terrain. See, y'all gonna see modular terrain, y'all gonna be like, modular. No, no. Modular is really, really good. Only for certain things. I think I did in this map. Wait, did I? I don't even remember. Let's just see. Uh, no, this was a different map I was doing, but you can see from the modular terrain, it's way more like rocky-ish. So I'm gonna mix some of that style into my other maps. Yeah, this was gonna be a pretty nice PLI, by the way. It was gonna be like a mystical type biome with these purple trees everywhere. It's gonna be a purple forest right here. But I just never like completed that map, obviously. So that's 72. Ugh. Okay, this is a map. So I obviously didn't do none of these PLIs, but you can see just from looking at this, I kind of like this terrain a little bit more. So I'm gonna definitely mix some of this in with that terrain for sure. Yeah, it's like way more blocky-ish, but when you mix in that smoothness from that, it's gonna be way better. You can see what I've done with this terrain. Like I've done pretty good. This was gonna be for the storyline of this map, but yeah, like a nice little castle POI that took me like 2 days to make in Glock. I was gonna start making a new area over here. You see, when I make the rivers, I never add that little touch on the edges. I just make the terrain, and that's what I need to start working on. This was gonna be a reload map, by the way. It's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was gonna have 8 PLIs on this map. That's it. I mean, that's not really a reload size map, but that's what it was gonna have. And you could just see how good I did this. But also, I did nature over here too, and the nature wasn't even that bad. Like y'all can see how good I did on the terrain. Yeah, it's so rocky and stuff, but look at this. Very, very nice. But that's not what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now is about to work on a new map. I know. I do new maps all the time. I don't care. Okay. This time I'm using new tactics. I'm using new current resources. All that. And I think that's why they had to use a smaller map. So I'm about to just use a reload type of map. So I'm probably gonna make the rivers about a block wide like this. Like something like that. And then in the middle of these, like in the middle of it, it's gonna be like probably like that little dirt piece I showed y'all. So something like this. And then probably, just for like the bottom floor, it's either gonna be this, which would not look bad, but or I could just do this and actually just like fill in this whole bottom area like this, so it'll look better overall. Which is what I'm probably gonna do, just to make it feel a little bit wider. Alright, I'm just gonna start by making it straight. Because in Fortnite, you know how it's like basically this wide for a river, right? And this map is really big, and this river's not that big. It's gonna go straight for a little minute. I don't really like celebrating Halloween now because it's like it gives me a weird vibe, like it gives me a weird feeling when I not even when I celebrate, like just do stuff that has to deal with it. Yeah, I think what you actually supposed to do is like turn very slow with this. That's probably where I messed up. So I'm probably gonna go with the flow. So I want this river to just keep on going. So we're gonna go like this. It's gonna cut through here. Boom, 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 boom. And it's gonna be like probably something over here. So it's gonna end. I want it to end about right here. And so right about here is where like it's gonna be a waterfall. So the waterfall is gonna be right here. And it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. It's probably gonna get a little bit higher with another waterfall. Keep going. Another waterfall. Keep going. See, this is how I plan out stuff sometimes. And then you go down a lot, right about here. Keep going. Go down. Keep going. And then you reach or stop. So that's basically how it's going to be. So, yeah. See, this is why I don't like doing this stuff, because it does this stupid stuff. But I think all you gotta do is to do something like this. It doesn't really have to be perfect because later on I'm probably gonna go back around with my rocks and just fill all this back in. Probably about to just be working on the outline for 2 days straight. So the whole month of the mini season, I'm probably gonna be working on this. So, because I don't really like mini seasons, so why not just work on something else? But the Simpsons season looked pretty cool. It looks okay. I have doubts, but I think it should be fine. Oh yeah, y'all will be getting a video and maybe a stream. Yeah, y'all probably won't get an overnight stream. Maybe. Yeah, y'all might get one. I only say might because um the same day we're gonna get out of school. Not for a break, but we're just gonna get out of school on Friday. That's when the new season comes out on Friday, I think. Well, tell me if I'm wrong in the chat. I don't know. Pretty sure it comes out on Friday because today is the 27th. 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Isn't it? Yeah, 30th. So today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, yeah, on Friday, it should be a new season. I got 2 phones, one for the bar, one for So, and then this river is probably gonna go this way and then turn a little bit, go this way, wrap it around, and keep going. So this was gonna happen. Mountain area over here, cross over to this river, mountain area over here. You feel what I'm saying? So river, boom, 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 boom. You see what I'm saying? And yeah. So right about here, it's gonna be grass from this point going over, but then it's gonna switch to snow about right here. It's gonna start transitioning to that snow. So I think I want to do the snow biome first because that's gonna be the easiest to do. But I already got the river done for this grass biome, so I'm gonna do the grass first. So the good thing about these pieces, you could size them up so much, gang. So I could use this whole piece for this. And you see how perfectly that just lays right there. Move it up a little bit so it could just blend in with that. So you can just do that, and then you can grab the same piece, just like it, and just do this. See how much the memory is just by having the prefab in here? Not the prefab, but the gallery. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't like this terrain already. But I want to use it because how diverse and close it is to UEFN. And that's really what I need for my map. I'm just gonna bring this over just a bit. Okay, something like that. And then right about here, it's gonna curve again. Alright, and we already saw from their map that they have a little bit of cracks in between. So what you want to do is, see, I about missed that crack. So you see how this river is dark? That's because it's going to be the darker biome. So right about here is probably going to switch. Yeah, it doesn't look like the darker biome. I'm just using these pieces. The darker biome is this. Wait, no. Is it this? I don't think they got one. Wait. Yeah, I think I might have to use that. But either way, you know what I'm trying to say. Probably gonna put like a pond or something right about here. I could really just size this up as much as I want and just do that. And then have all this terrain to work on. We got all this terrain to work on, gang. Not only that, I could just grab this same piece and do that. And then boom, we got a whole slope. And I'm not about to do that. That's just lazy. What I'm actually about to do is do something like this. Do something like that. And then where we mess up at, we can just put this down and fill in those gaps. Like something like right about here. And then you could change the height so it could actually like stick to the ground. And you see how perfect that is. And then you can just put this all along the coast. Like you see where I messed up right there too. Put that right there. And where you know you're gonna have to make a tight curve like that, you can also put something. Like that's why I learned automatically too. And then just to make it, you know, a little bit easier for you, you can also do that. And then you could do this. I know you probably want to like, yeah. So already walking on this, it looks really good. But what I want to do first is there's going to be a pill light right here for sure. So right here, I'm already going to go ahead and make it flat. But I'm not going to make it flat with that. To make it flat, I'm going to use the actual monster terrain gallery instead. Just so it won't be just one terrain style. I don't like it to only be one terrain style. And even with this, you could size it up so much and just do this. Make sure you fix that height. And then you see with this, now all we gotta do really is just come in with this piece. Same thing with this piece is you could come in like this, but you want to make sure like this is like digging in it bars. You want to add like more depth to it. Okay.